Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Ernie's going to be talking about the profit potential inside a butterfly trade, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description where you can find Ernie's course. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and comment. Thanks guys.
If this is at the money, this is where we are at right now. We want to put on a trade that is out of the money. And so we'll choose some strike way out here and then put on a butterfly that will look something like this. And if we push it far enough out of the money, we can get a really good ratio between the debit and the potential profit. And that's where we get our risk to reward. Ideally, we would like 1 to 9 and as high as 1 to 15, maybe even higher. Now, when we put on a trade like that, immediately, the real-time profit curve in the morning will look something like this. And where we put it on, that will be the start of where the break-even, and there'll be another break-even over here. We want price to move this way. Now, if we get an initial move, say, to here, and it's still early in the day, we have a profit. That might be, say, $100 as an example. In this particular fly, let's say that our total profit on this trade might be, say, $4,500. In order to achieve the $4,500, we need to end up right here, which would be called a pin trade. So the question then is, what's the odds of getting to here as opposed to the odds of getting to here or just to here? And that's really the question, because all of these places that we get to, if we get to in a period of time, we're going to potentially profit. If we move very quickly into the profit tent, and we'll define the profit tent as anything inside the butterfly, all of this is the profit tent. But as I said, you can make money anywhere, anything underneath this purple line. Now, over time, that purple line is growing until it eventually takes the shape of the butterfly at expiration. And the original butterfly that I drew here, this is at expiration. This is not at the beginning of the day or anything. The purple line is at the beginning of the day. The cyan line is at expiration. Over time, the course of the day, that purple real-time P&L is slowly growing like this until at some point it looks like this. And then it finally takes the shape. And at any point here, as long as we're underneath that purple line and we exit the trade, we are in potential profit. So that's an important point. So there's a certain probability that price will get any length of distance, whether it's going 10 points or 20 or 30, 50, maybe 100. But if you go and look at the daily moves on the S&P, you'll find that there are a certain number of moves that will go 0.25% or 0.5% or a whole percent or 1.5% or 2%. And it generally follows a bell curve. So some percentage of them will get into that pin trade. Now, I'll tell you what those odds are because we keep track of that. And also the odds of us being able to meet or be underneath that purple line in order to grab profit. As I said in the beginning, the odds of us getting inside here and getting some profit, and that profit can be anywhere from, say, 100 to as much as several $100s, are pretty good, right? Half of our trades, as I said, are losses. Over here, so 50% are going to be losses. And then when they go this way, this other 50% are going to be wins. Now, out of that 50%, we're going to win about 70% of them, or this number right here, are going to be these small wins from here to here. And then if we were to define a pin trade as the 5 percentile, in other words, of all the moves that go back and forth, if we would say that 5% will end up in that area and get us very close, probably within plus or minus, say, $250 of that maximum. That will happen about 5% of the time. 5% out of the 50. So actually 7% is probably a closer number. So that's really saying about 3.5% of the total time we'll get an opportunity at a pin trade. And about 35% of the total time we'll get a small return that will be somewhere between, if we were to look at this trade, let's say between $100 and $600. And then about 13% of the time we're going to get wins that are between, say, $600 and maybe $2,000.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button below. If there's any questions that you might have for Coach Ernie, make sure you leave them in the comment section. Thanks guys.